Hi guys, this is Jenna with Warfare Marketing, and you've got my blue ceiling. I'm in my kitchen today, but I wanted to see if I could move through PieSync real quick. This one, I don't feel like it will be as hands-on so that you can see actually how I'm implementing it into my own business, just because I think it might be a little bit more complicated than that, but we will go see how easy it is to set up. So, code. Oh, that's different. Let's see. See my pretty face. I need to get a thing to do these more easily. Click the link under the redeem code automatically embedded in the link. Create an account. First name. $851, my phone number here, number of employees. You know what I really didn't do is I didn't kind of cover what we're doing. Let's go over here to AppSumo. I was diving right in. I completely forgot to kind of talk about what we're talking about. So the newest AppSumo lifetime deal is PieSync. These automatic sync engines, that's actually one of these kind of companies was one of my first clients for social media. So this is say bye-bye to siloed apps, and that just means that the apps are all by themselves and you can do something to get information from one to the next. All the cloud apps are supposed to think for more efficient, however, when you have several, they just don't talk together. So what PieSync does is it syncs them together. As you can see, this lifetime license is like $39. It's very similar. I see lots of people discussing like, oh, it's like Zapier. It's a little different than Zapier. Zapier is one zap, boom, and that's done. It doesn't come back unless there's another trigger. PieSync is two ways. It's constantly going back and forth, so all the information is up to date based on what you're changing. So this is syncing your leads from your CRM to email marketing platform to the other aspects you have. I know we're both Active Campaign certified partners, and so we have Active Campaign, the enterprise level for that, but we also use the AppSumo deal sales flare for our initial lead generation so that we're not overloading our Active Campaign, which costs more. This one has the ability to sync an unlimited amount of cloud apps, up to 2,500 active syncs. So this right here, I can tell you right now from reading the reviews, is the biggest complaint is it's only 2,500 active syncs. What is a sync and what counts one? That is just from one app to the next app. So if you were syncing a connection from application A to application B and you have 500 contacts, that's 500. If you then want to sync application B to application C, that is a separate 500. It does not count the same. So it is not 500 active syncs. It then becomes 1,000 active syncs. It will do custom field mapping, unlimited set of rules and filters, and it's real time. It says 5 minutes. I'd say 5 to 15 is what I've seen with some of my other my clients that build plans like this. I'm getting a lot of good reviews. I looked and let's see, we'll go over here to the actual web page. Supported apps. It has a really big number, so I'm interested to see. So the big ones that we use here are Active Campaign. I was kind of hoping to see like Google Sheets on here. It's got Google Contacts, but not Google Sheets. And so we'll maybe look at how we build things to see if there's some way that we can make it simpler. And then from the AppSumo deal, they added Sales Flare, which makes me happy. They, of course, have like the standard ones like Salesforce and HubSpot. They've got Stripe in here. This is another one I'm interested to see how I can maybe integrate it. We're having a hard time keeping track of who's an active member as our membership grows in Business Growth Network and who's not. And I really don't want to buy hand on a regular basis, have to go through there. So getting anything that can automate what I'm doing will make me happy. So I had already dived in. Oh, let's go back down here and see. So lifetime access, yay, only $39. Connected unlimited apps, one new app added per week, and they already have a great list. This is, like I said, the big one, sync up to 2,500 contacts, real-time and two-way syncs, custom mapping, unlimited rules, support via email, all updates to Pro Plan included. The deal is not stackable. Sad face. Pricing normally is going to be 19. I wish they would compare the, oh, here we go. $19.39 and $99. Let's see how, if we get an increase, custom man. Does it say how many? Doesn't really say how many contacts. Sync any app, real-time two-way, custom mount, unlimited rules, premium sort. It doesn't mention how many. Am I completely missing that? So AppSumo has a limit. Do they over here? I don't see anything that says unlimited or, huh. That's really weird. All right, baby, ask your sister. There's your mom boss right there, running multiple things at once. Okay, so we're in the middle of signing up. Consultant, sign up. Choose your apps. Ooh, so here's one. It's going to be how. I'm going to go with. Where's it at? SalesFlare. The servers. Active campaign. Authorize self. Oh, I'm going to have to do API keys. So I'm probably going to black those little P's out, maybe. If everyone's still my sales IP key. We'll black this part out. It's going to disappear. It's not my fault. Y'all don't need you don't need to be in my business. API keys. Gonna be Alright, so we're going to go in here and pull some API keys. I will find a way to blur or mark those out so y'all can't get into my business. Alright, so for active campaign, it's going to need the API URL as well as the key. Boom. Alright, so here is one I'm not sure how I want to handle. So if a contact is in SalesFlare, then sync the contact between SalesFlare and active campaign. Yes. When a conflicting change is detected, ooh, you know, ugh. Show my SalesFlare deletions in active campaign. This will tag sales with trash. Who wins? I think right now we're updating SalesFlare the most. So we're going to make SalesFlare win. You can't remove any of the default field mappings. Full name. Ooh. Okay, these are default. And field mapping. I don't know what we did. So let's just keep it basic for this one. I'm so scared. I thought this was going to be a lot harder. I'm not going to lie. Oh wow, this is going to be like, I wonder if I can map deals. That would be cool. Updated. Well, this is just more information. New Salesforce contacts. All right, so I guess we're syncing our data. I don't really want to touch anything. I got this little thing moving over here. So I don't know how many we have in active campaign. Oh, I do know how we have active campaign. And for here we have, because we've been mostly using SalesFlare. And at some point, because I know with my partner, I think right now I have like a 5,000 limit, and here's 840. However, with SalesFlare, I believe it's unlimited. That was part of the AppSumo deal. Totally AppSumo junkie here. Totally. Can I see how many contacts? Does it count my contacts? Those are customers, and those are just my contacts. So, are they the same? I don't think so. I think those are just people that I haven't added yet. It would be interesting to see how many I have. Opportunities? No, that's not that. I don't even want to count accounts. So this is as we're growing, this is what's become the most cumbersome, is trying to keep track of everyone. So I'm hoping PieSync can keep on coming to videos. Their deal. 150, I guess it's going to sit here and count. And it shows you who's being synced. Oh, Stephen Schlittling from the Schlittling Group. The accountant. SalesFlare's contacts. One updated SalesFlare contact. Wow. So you can see this is the one we've been focusing on in SalesFlare, and that number is going up. So while that is like moving and rolling, let's go over to PieSync and see what else is going on here. Why PieSync? Two-way syncing matches synchronize customer data across your connected apps. The data gaps between sales, marketing, customer care. So I think there's lots of sync engines out there. Obviously, Zapier goes ping and sends it over. One of the big reasons I would really like to bring over my SalesFlare people to my active campaign is now in active campaign, you can, I don't know if it'll have any information on this, but you now have the capability of automatically syncing into your custom audiences in Facebook, and this makes me happy. So if I can bring over all of our leads from SalesFlare into active campaign automations, I can Facebook advertise. Had a little blip there, so back to active campaign. Inside of the automation, I am capable, I don't know if it'll talk about it here. Automation goals. Okay, that's goals. All right, it'll probably just be easier if I go into my account. Warfare. So one of the things that I can do, and I will just kind of build a new one so you can see, and I don't have to show you all my good stuff. Just kidding, I don't mind. So I can definitely tag anybody, and so let's say when a tag is added, because that one's always easy. Bubble smile. I have no idea. Create something silly. Once a certain tag is added, I can come in here. Here we go. And have them add to a Facebook custom audience. And how cool is this? So I can choose my ad account or any of my clients' ad accounts or any of my brand accounts. And I can say, select custom audience, veterans and business. And there we go. So they've just been added to my custom audience. And we've done this with one of our clients who runs a music school, and it was incredibly effective. Active campaign when put with some Google ads and some email drip automations and some tailored landing pages. So those big three things, plus the Facebook retargeting, was huge. Like seriously doubled their business. It took us 5 weeks to do it. It was insane. So what I'm hoping is with PieSync that I can get that information from our leads that we're pursuing and help kind of bridge some of those like leaky buckets or leaky funnels, whatever guru that you're listening to. So I'm back over here at PieSync with SalesFlare and Active Campaign. and we've already got 546 new Salesforce contacts. Updated 16 of those were an active campaign, and now it's working on active campaign to go the other way. So after messing with Meet Leonard, and you're not supposed to leave the screen, I'm scared to touch anything. Can I right click, open a new tab? Will that work? Okay, it did. So I have team members. Did it tell me? Can I have team members? Was that part of? I don't see anything about team members. Edit, find. Share contacts with large teams by connecting multiple Office or Google accounts with your CRM or marketing automation platform. Sync contacts weren't in Dice, so your team is always up to date. Don't see it. So that was interesting. So right now I see that I have the options: active team members, inactive team members, and pending invitations. I don't know that anybody in there right now. Referrals. Invite friends to get free credits. Every time a friend signs up or subscribes, you and your friend get a $50 credit. That is a clever way to upsell. Go PieSync. Billing. So it looks like if you have the AppSumo deal that you get 50% off. Is that right? Am I doing my math right? Yeah, 50% off if you want to upgrade to Pro. What happens if I go over my free quota? All right, so I am actually back. I took a little pause one because I had to make dinner for my family, hence our Mom Boss Club blog. But I wanted to come back to kind of wrap up this PieSync kind of tutorial and the review, and I wanted to see how it did. So let's go, where to go? Dashboard. Let's see, this is where it cut off. Let's see if I refresh it, will be, oh, now I've just reset it. So let's see if I can kind of, active connections, 2 apps and 2 accounts connected, custom mappings. I have no idea what that means. Custom mappings allow you to map non-default fields from your apps only. Oh, okay, so that would be by add information, contacts in sync. Contact count is updated on an hourly basis. Contacts are counted by the amount of times they are synced across your connected apps. Okay, so the total number counting towards my 2,500 is the 625, and of course if I add one to the other, that then happens. This is by the hour though, and if I came back over to, here we go. I thought this said by the 5 minutes. Did I hear that wrong? Yeah, everything is in sync every 5 minutes. And this says contacts in sync updated on an hourly basis. Okay, that will be going into the review, or at least a question asked. The dashboard. Okay, so that's the dashboard with everything created. Sales flare, so we moved 543 leads. That's what we're working on right now. And then active campaign brought over 163. That's interesting because I don't know that I would have necessarily cleaned out the 163. And I need to remember, can we edit? Is that possible? Because I can't even remember. Pause configuration. Who wins? Sales flare wins. So if I want to delete somebody, I need to delete them in active campaign. I need to delete them in sales flare. And maybe active campaign? That would be an interesting question. Or should I pause the sync and then make edits? Because I know in active campaign we have it set up to delete people. We were going to do a campaign to move some people off our list that were just sitting there. Maybe give them like a last ditch offer type thing. So I hope this was helpful. This was way simpler than I expected, and I use Zapier a lot, so I understand that like the APIs and setting that up, but this was so much simpler than Zapier, and it's an actual full sync. It had my two favorite ones that I wanted to do. This was the whole reason I purchased it was these two. I do wish it could do Google Sheets, but I know that they're going to be moving some more, and I don't know if that's an issue, or maybe if I could just upload. I don't know. We'll see. So if you have any questions, please ask me in the comments below, and I will answer them, or ping someone else to answer them. I will find the answer. If you're to the level where you're using multiple applications, I know a lot of my clients. This is I've already done way more over their head from our members in the Business Growth Network. But I can definitely see this is going to come in handy. I think about we have one client who uses MindBody and ActiveCampaign because MindBody doesn't do marketing very well, and ActiveCampaign can't keep track of all their classes. So the sync that's actually built between MindBody and ActiveCampaign is terrible. I had to create, I think originally 63 automations, and we brought it down to 32 automations, just to properly sync them back and forth, even though it was an automatic sync. So I think this one has a lot of good things. I think it will be interesting to see if they start connecting some of the other AppSumo, so they just got like Meet Leonard, supported apps, like syncing that with SalesFlare. That would be, really, do they have Meet Leonard? I feel like that's just asking way too much of something so new. But there's a lot of good ones. Let's see. Some of these, I'll be honest, I have no idea what they are. Zoho Books, Google Contacts, so that's just linking your existing contacts. Some of the apps I use, I don't think I'd ever want to put my contacts over there, but I know for those people using like Google 360, this might be a big deal. You have Office 365, AirCall. I know one was ConvertFox. I think that was on their list to do soon because it was part of the AppSumo deals, and I know AppSumo is trying to pull together a bunch of series that work together really well. Constant Contact, not a fan, but whatever. Emma. MailChimp, Intercom, Insightly. Some of people in there, and they're just not a big fan. FreshBooks, HubSpot, of course, Marketo, of course, Microsoft, Nutshell, Udo, Pipeline Deals, Pipeliner, Pipedrive, Pardo, Entreport, ProsperWorks, QuickBooks. What's it do for QuickBooks? Integrates QuickBooks with L apps. I don't know how I would use QuickBooks that. I guess I don't probably use QuickBooks the way that I would need to do that. SalesMate Sales, Shopify. Oh yeah, Stripe was the other one I want to try. What does that one do? Ooh. I might do this one on ActiveCampaign. Or not Stripe and QuickBooks, but Stripe and ActiveCampaign to help with our membership, because ultimately Stripe does our monthly payments even though we use Samcart. Interesting. I love a good tech stack. So again, guys, if y'all have any questions, just ask me in the comments below. Sorry you can't see me right now, but I've gotten out of the shower and it's late tonight and I didn't feel like being on camera. But thank you so much for tolerating my tutorial and my madness as I set up these different applications. I hope it was helpful. If it is, let me know in the comments. If you could do me one favor and subscribe. I'm not going to lie, a part of me is a little bitter. I lost my my monetization on YouTube because I didn't have, 1,000 subscribers. I have all the minutes, but not the subscribers. So if you could subscribe, that would make me happy, and I'll keep making more of these. If you didn't get this one, I think it's worth getting. I'm not sure that everyone who gets it right now will be ready for it. I feel like it's definitely, you've got to, it's not like you're just starting out type of app, but it has the ability to save a significant amount of time for, I'm not kidding, $39. I would have paid a VA in another country $120 or more to sync the information that we just did in like, I don't know how long it took, like 15 minutes, right? So definitely worth the buy. I can't say that everyone's ready for it right now. I know a lot of small business owners shopping on AppSumo are not. If you're an agency, this is almost dumb. The 2,500 is a big limit, and I know the guys at PieSync have over and over and over again had to argue this because it's not stackable, and most of them aren't seeing this as a good lifetime deal because of that. But I mean, it is what it is, and I don't blame the developers for having some limits. Just prune the ones you're switching around, and I think you'll be fine. So let me know if you have any questions. Please follow us on YouTube. I would really appreciate it. If you don't have it, I'm a big fan. It's an easy risk at $39. I'm okay if it never works out. This is going places. I think it'll be good. My name is Jenna Apgar again from Warfare Marketing and the co-founder of Business Growth Network. If you have questions, let me know. Have a good night. Bye.